Hello, everyone. It's Saturday, June 3rd, and I'm back with you today about another video. This one's regarding the Harry's court case this week, coming up in the UK courts against the Mirror Group about the phone hacking case. Neil Sean's reportedly saying, and I'll play a snippet of the second part of his video, where he's talking about he's ready to reveal any information that he is aware of about the previous case where William and his father knew about the phone hacking and where William sued the Mirror Group, and there was a settlement out of court, so they did not have to go to trial, which is usually done in a lot of cases like this where someone's being sued. So the out-of-court settlement resulted in winning about $1 million or pounds, and the entire amount of that winning was given to a charity, which was Harry's charity, sent to Bali. So William and Catherine actually did not win anything from it. They handled it. Supposedly William worked with his father and with Kensington Palace and knew what was going to be done in that case. But after Harry found out about it, he felt like he was left out, that he wasn't given information on it. So he feels a little bit sided or shorted, even though he is the one that actually reaped the benefits, or his charity did. Now, I want you to listen to a snippet from the second part of his video, and then I have something else to share with you before I hope you'll leave me your thoughts and comments. So here's the second part of Neil Sean's video.
Prince Harry felt that his elder brother, Prince William, should not have taken the money as a payoff from that particular individual newspaper, as it emerged in recent court papers. And lots of revelations are about to come out in those court papers this coming week. Very unsavoury, very embarrassing for the British monarchy, let me tell you. Prince Harry's holding nothing back. But what he hopes to achieve, and this is the biggest story here, is that he really believes in his mind that he will win this particular individual case. And in doing so will prove that he was right, and in fact his elder brother, Prince William, should have held out like himself to agree to this particular deal, to move forward, take on the British press. Now, as we know, Prince William and Catherine have a sort of, zingy-zang relationship with the press. Anybody in the public eye does. For a while they love you, and then they dislike you, then they come back to kind of begrudgingly at least admit that you're doing some good, as we've seen recently with the wonderful coronation. But for Prince Harry, this is something of a warrior Harry that basically is claiming, once I take to the stand, you will truly see what I'm made of. Rather than coming in as sheepish and of course not prepared, apparently according to a very good close source to Harry, he's fully prepared, fully to reveal anything that's necessary in order to make sure his voice is heard, but more importantly, his case is won. Do you think he can win it? As ever, it's a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more.
Well, I personally don't think he'll be able to win it, because I think the case has already been heard. I think it's already been settled. The other thing that Harry, this comes off the back of the announcement. Remember the headlines? Harry just put a sock in it where it's stated from their camp that Harry and Meghan will no longer be talking or bashing the royal family or their time spent in the royal family. But here he's going to go into court this Tuesday against this lawsuit against the Mirror Group, where he wants to be able to get his money. He thinks that he wants to silence the UK press forever, and that he's the only guy, the big guy, the warrior, who can do it. And as he says, through a source that Neil received, that he's not going to go in sheepishly, that he's going to go in and be a warrior and show people what he's made of. He's already showed us what he's made of, and it's not a pretty sight. But I don't think he's going to do himself or the royal family any favors. I think this is going to be a huge backlash, not only against the royal family, but against Harry, because it's going to be reported on. This isn't like in the past when Harry was able to give a deposition, he and Meghan, over a Zoom or pre-recorded call. He's got to face them and go into the witness box and give his testimony, which I'm sure he's going to be prepped and prepared by his law firm that is representing him, the Schillings group. But the problem with this is I don't think he's going to be prepared for what the defense, the rigorous attorneys from the Mirror Group representing them, are going to come out and ask him. And I think he's not going to realize that they can ask him questions that he's not expecting or maybe hasn't been prepared by with his law firm. So I think that this is going to be just a huge, terrible disaster, and I don't think that he has a chance to win. I'm wondering what you think. But also, this Tuesday, there's another court case that'll be held in Washington, D.C. in the United States in federal court, and it's on Tuesday, I think Tuesday afternoon at 3:30, where we're going to hear the case that the Heritage Foundations, which is a think tank, a conservative think tank. Now, let's not forget that Harry's on a think tank, and it's the Aspen Institute, and it's left-leaning, where people might say that the Heritage Group is a right-leaning think tank because it's conservative group, where they're filing for freedom of information because Harry published in his book about all of his drug taking, and we know that you cannot get in, and people have been denied access to come into the United States on a visa, even an O1 visa that is believed the type of visa that he has, someone with extraordinary abilities. And it's not like he's a recording artist, but I think he was able to receive that through the Invictus Games, which will include, I guess, some of the injured warriors that are from the United States, as well as around the world. And we know he had a close tie to Biden, but I don't know how much Biden's going to be able to help him. I think that that's why it was denied in the first few rounds, where Homeland Security, the DOD, and some of the other groups that oversee that, the group that does the visas and approves those. But I really think that Harry's going to lose that because, Harry doesn't like that in the United States we have Freedom of Information Act. One of the things that he has been awarded as a member of the royal family, there's like 10 things that they're given, and that's why he wants that VIP status, because he wants diplomatic immunity. So if he goes and tells a story or is or commits a criminal act or there's tax evasion, that he can't be charged for it. And that's why we don't want him to have that IPP diplomatic status. But the problem with him is, while over in the UK, the royal family is protected from freedom of information, and they also can't be charged with anything. Well, it's not the case in the U.S., and Harry himself has said that he's now a private citizen and that he's not here in America as a member of the royal family, but as the wife of an American citizen. So let's see where that court case goes on Tuesday. Very interested to see the outcome on that, as much as I'm interested to see the outcome of this case against the Mirror Group. So let me know what your thoughts are. I have a few other videos that I'm still doing research on. I need to go back and edit those, and I'll be getting those to you shortly. Just want